mention that we are honored by the presence of the playwright.
Oh, good.
Yes, yes. We are very happy, and we will have a chance to do a little discussion afterwards. But I think now it is the time to get going. Hi, welcome everyone. I'm Paul Sugarman, and this is the Instant Shakespeare Company. And today we're doing a very special event, reading of Liz Estrada 2025 by Allen Huffstutter, which is an adaptation of Aristophanes' Liz Estrada to present-day Washington. And so I'm looking forward to this. I'm going to be a police officer, and I guess am I Christian? And let me turn it over to our Playmaster, Eleanor.
Okay, or perhaps in this case, Playmistress, just this once. I am Eleanor Elizabeth Forman. I'm playing Liz Estrada. And Yasha, you're next.
Yes, my name is Yasha Bilan, and I am playing female police officer. I'll also be a member of the Chorus of Women, and I'm playing second woman.
And Angus?
Hi, Angus Hepburn from London, playing Elton Musket and various other bits and bobs.
And Marylin?
Hi, I'm Marylin McGinnis. I'm playing Stormy and some Chorus of Women.
Kitty?
Hi, I'm Kitty Chen. I'm reading Cat Lonika, and I will be joining the chorus.
Jackie?
Hi, I'm Jacqueline Margolis, and I'll be Mistress of Ceremonies, Lilly, and an intern.
And drum roll, King Donnie.
Hi, I'm Ron McClary, and I'm a reporter, I think, and one of the old men. And then I'm your beautiful king, King Donnie.
Got the voice.
Let us begin.
Alrighty, and just a reminder, when you're in the scene, have your audio and video on and turn them off when you're not.
Okay. In 411 BC, Greek playwright Aristophanes penned Lysistrata. Lysistrata tells us the story of a group of courageous women who devised a unique strategy for ending the Peloponnesian War, which has been draining the Greek treasury for 20 years at the time the play was produced. Now, more than 2,400 years later, have things really changed? Or can we still learn from this tale? Have uppity women in the era of Trump picked up any tricks from their ancient Greek sisters? Let me see. Act 1, interior of a Georgetown flat. Liz Estrada is pacing. Cat enters.
Hey, Cat, at least you're out and about.
Good morning, Liz. Why the scowl? That furrowed brow look just isn't working for you.
I know, Cat, but I'm just so pissed. Men think we're so clever and we'll stop at nothing to get what we want.
Well, truth be told, aren't we?
But when it comes to showing up this morning to plot and plan for the future of something really serious, these women lie in bed and don't show up.
They'll come. You know what it's like on a Sunday morning, rolling the old man out of bed, feeding the kids, getting everyone dressed. Everyone needs to be tended to before a woman can slip out.
But there's more important work to be done than those routine chores.
Whatever. What's this big plan of yours? Why did you text us to meet here this morning? How much of a big deal can this be anyway?
Very big.
And devious?
Very devious.
Oh, then how could they be late?
Well, I guess I didn't know how big and devious. My text wasn't all that explicit. But I just had to get everyone here because after tossing and turning for several sleepless nights, I finally figured it out.
Well, knowing how you like your precious sleep, this must be something big if you tossed and turned for several nights.
So big that the very survival of the United States depends upon these women.
On these women? Oh, in that case, God help the United States.
It's time we women decide the affairs of state, or soon there will be no state to save.
Then we'll take the 1% down with us, by God.
No more Georgetown elites and upper crust restaurants.
No, no more. But not Marcel's. We have to spare Marcel's.
And as for Congress and the new administration, I can't bring myself to speak out loud of what fate should befall them. I can only think it. Yet if our fellow women meet here as I told them to, the Democrats, Republicans, moderates, and even the libertarians, then we all together can save this imperfect union.
What reasonable or glorious thing could we women ever do? We who sit around all fancied up in our designer jogging suits or dressed to the nines in our Lord and Taylor power suits, Louis Vuitton clutch, and Stuart Weitzman's come fuck me pumps.
Those are the very things I'm counting on to save us. Spandex, perfume, Victoria's Secret lingerie, and see-through nighties.
But what use can we make of these things?
To make sure that no man working for the department invading corruption and kleptocracy ever touches the Social Security Trust Fund or shutters another vital government agency.
Oh, then I'll perfume up and put on my tightest running outfit.
And make sure no senator can filibuster legislation that would provide our men with honest, living wage work.
Oh, I'll fish out the black thong and push-up bra.
And make sure no man in Congress lies about an opponent's position just to score political points with his rabid, uninformed, out of touch with reality base.
Can see a new pair of come fuck me pumps in my future.
So don't you think these women should be here by now?
Had they known the importance of this, they would have been here long ago.
But you see, like all good Georgentonians, they do everything too late. From Arlington, no woman is here either, nor from Silver Springs.
I'm sure the ladies from Arlington have crossed the river by now. They're always straddling something at this time in the morning.
Not even the ones I expected first, those from Foggy Bottom. It's so close, and even they aren't here yet.
One of them I know is on her way, and already 3 sheets to the wind by now. Look, some other women are heading this way too.
And over there, others are coming.
Miranda and other women enter. You have a Stormy?
Stormy!
Oh, well, I could hardly find my panties in the dark. If it's so urgent, tell us what it is. We're here.
Oh, not yet. Let's wait a little until the ladies from Arlington and Silver Springs arrive.
Lilly and others enter. Well, darling, my dearest foggy bottom friend, what a rosy complexion. How magnificent your figure looks. Like you could strangle.
You're reading.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm reading Liz. Sorry. Where's Liz? I'm sorry.
Well, darling Lilly, my dearest foggy bottom friend,
Right.
what a rosy complexion. How magnificent your figure is. Looks like you could strangle a bull.
Oh, I think I probably could. It's the Pilates and the kickboxing.
And really, what a handsome rack.
Oh, courtesy of my ex-husband. He had a thing. Now all they get me is a once-over, like I'm Guernsey off to the milking shed.
And this other young thing, wherever is she from?
Oh, she's from a prominent family, slumming as an intern.
By God, she represents Capitol Hill well, having so trim a portfolio.
Yes, by God, she does. I bet there's not a K Street position she hasn't been exposed to.
And who's this?
Oh, she's an honest woman from Chevy Chase.
Oh, Honest, no doubt, as honesty goes in Chevy Chase.
Enough about us. Who called this meeting?
I did.
Then speak up. Just tell us what you want of us.
First, let's settle in. I have coffee, mimosas, and Chardonnay.
Oh, so now tell us why you called us here.
With pleasure.
Oh, your text said that this is most important business.
I'll explain. But before I do, I have one little question.
Ask away.
Are you sad because your husbands or boyfriends have been fired by Musket's dick boys? Is your life difficult because your significant other has been replaced by an AI chatbot and can't get a decent job? Are you frustrated that politicians are more interested in managing your vagina than in managing the affairs of state?
My guy has given up even looking for work. He's suffering from PTSD and has started talking about suicide because he can't get mental health treatment at the downsized VA hospital.
My ex has a lot of issues, but mainly he left me because he didn't feel like a man anymore, listening to politicians railing against the long-term unemployment as lazy, freeloading mooches.
Underwater on mortgages, exhausted from taking that second job, worried about the future of Social Security. No one can seem to get it up anymore except my trusted eggplant dildo. Now tell me, if I have discovered a means to fix all this, will you be with me?
Oh, yes, I'm with you. I'm with you, even if it means hawking my nicest dress and giving up my precious wine.
I'm in too, even if it means taking a second job at the fish market.
Hmm.
Oh, to turn this mess around, I'd walk to Mount Vernon barefoot.
Then I will tell you my plan. Women of America, if we intend to force the men to do all the things that need to be done to make things right, we must abstain.
From what? Tell us.
But will you do it?
Oh, we will, though it may kill us.
We must refrain from having sex with our men.
Oh,
Oh,
Hey, why do you turn your backs on me? Where are you going? And you, why such a sad face? Why are you shaking your head? Why has the color drained from your face? Why all these tears? Will you do it, yes or no?
I will not, never. Let the country rot.
neither will I. Let the country rot.
So you might take a second job at the fish market, lady. You out too?
anything but that. Ask me to walk across a bed of hot red coals if you want, but to rob us of the sweetest thing in all the world? My dear, dear Liz, that is just too much.
And you?
Oh, yes, I agree with the others. I too would sooner crawl across red-hot embers.
Oh, we're a depraved sex. Poets have done well to cast our lives as tragic. We're good for nothing but love and lust. Cat, my dear friend, if you will join me, all might be okay. Help me. Stand by me, I beg you.
Oh, 'tis a hard thing for a woman to sleep alone without a strong man in her bed. But by the ghosts of Betty Friedan and Susan B. Anthony, the country must come first.
Oh, my dear friend, my best friend. You're the only one here who deserves to be called a woman.
But if, God forbid, we do refrain from sex, all of us, will that really fix the country sooner?
I'm absolutely positive. If we tart up our makeup and tease our hair, put on our black nighties, and employ all our charms, We will drive them mad, and they'll go wild with wanting to jump in the sack. Then when we refuse, they will agree to whatever we want. I'm confident of that.
Oh, yeah, just as Prince Edward abdicated the British crown after seeing Wallace Simpson with her knickers down.
But poor devils, suppose our men just up and leave us.
And we'll need to stock up on batteries for our girl's second best friend.
It's not the same. And what if they just grab us and drag us into the bedroom?
Grab the door,
What if they beat us?
then give in, but nastily, and do it badly. There's no pleasure for them when they do it by force. Besides, we all know 1,000 ways to torment them. Just keep up the tease, and don't fear. They will soon tire of the game, because there's no real satisfaction for a man unless his woman is sharing in it.
Very well, if it must be so, we are with you.
I have no doubt that we can persuade our husbands, boyfriends, and lovers, but what about Congress? How can we make them act like adults?
I'm confident we can persuade them as well.
That's impossible as long as they think that they are in charge.
But I've seen to that already. The older women are taking care of that. While we have been hatching our plan, they have snuck into the U.S. Treasury disguised as cleaning ladies, and now they occupy it.
There is a commotion on a big screen TV that has been on mute. There are images of older women inside the foyer of the U.S. Treasury. The doors are barricaded. Outside are several overweight Capitol Police officers in full riot gear. Well done. That should help.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's bind our solidarity with a solemn oath.
Give us the oath and we'll swear to it.
With pleasure. Where's the officer? Place your revolver on the table, and someone go get a flower to place in the barrel. We'll swear to that.
Oh, not that, Liz. Don't swear on a gun. Not if our oath has anything to do with peace.
Well, then, what if we sacrifice a live chicken?
This is Georgetown. Where are we going to get a live chicken?
I have it. What if I get a large punch bowl and we fill it with a state bottled Oregon Pinot Noir?
Well,
Can we swear to that?
Sure, why not?
Then I'll get the punch bowl. Stormy, can you help me bring out a case of wine?
what a noble big bowl. What a delight it will be to empty it.
Set the bowl on the ground. Now let's fill our glasses and form a sacred circle.
What a fine, deep color.
Oh, what a delicious bouquet. Oh, I can't wait for the finish.
But first, if you don't mind, let us swear.
Then I'll be the first to swear.
No women before the others. We're all in the serious business together. So, ladies, raise your glass and repeat this solemn oath after me. No lover and no husband and no man on earth.
No lover and no husband and no man on
No
earth
man on earth
Shall have me, no matter what his strength or passion, or how high his mast is raised.
shall
have me, no matter what his strength or passion or how high his mast is raised.
Oh, Liz, my knees are buckling.
I will live in perfect chastity.
I will live in chastity.
Chastity.
Carded up and dressed in my best black nightie.
Tied up and dressed in my best black nightie.
With the purpose of stirring my lover's most base and amorous longings.
with the
The
purpose
purpose of
of staring
staring
my
my
lover's
lover's
most
most face
face
and amorous
amorous
longings.
But I will never willingly give in to him.
Oh, but
But
I
I
will
will
never
never
willingly give in to him.
And if he forces me against my will,
Oh, and if he forces me against my
Against my
will,
will.
I will.
he will be cold as ice and not offer one single response.
I will be
I
cold as
cold as
ice and
ice
not
and
offer one single
one
response.
single response.
I will not aid him in any way
I
I
will
will
not aid him in any way.
or do any of those nasty things he so likes me to do.
Oh, I'll do any of those nasty
nasty
things
things
he
he
so
so
likes me
likes
to
me to
do.
do.
And if I keep my oath, there will be more wine, much more.
And if I keep my oath,
There'll be more wine.
More
Much
wine.
more wine.
Much more wine.
But if I break my oath, let my wine glass be forever filled with DC tap water.
Ooh, but if
But
I
if I
break
break my
let
oath,
my
let my wine glass be forever filled with
DC tap water.
Do you all take this solemn oath?
We do.
We
We do.
do.
Yes, we
Yes,
do.
we do.
Then drain your glass and let's finish off the punch bowl.
There is a sudden commercial on the big screen TV at the back of the room. Liz reaches for the remote and turns up the volume. Loud voices and screams can be heard. It looks like the Capitol Police are about to mount an assault. This is a surreal scene. I'm afraid this could get ugly and really fast.
The older women are brave, and I think they'll be safe, but we should save the rest of the wine for another day and hurry down to the treasury to stand with them.
Well, don't you think the police will stop us?
Oh, what if they arrest us and beat us up with their nightsticks?
They won't lay a hand on you as long as I'm with you.
I'm not worried. They're not man enough to stop us. The treasury doors and our special doors shall stay locked tight until they have satisfied all of our demands.
Curtain closes. Act 2. The scene shifts to the United States Treasury. Inside are several old women. Outside are several Capitol Police officers in full riot gear. A reporter is talking into a microphone. 2 police officers are carrying a large crate marked tear gas. Another police officer enters carrying a tear gas gun.
Oh, go easy, dude. This is heavy. I don't want to throw my back out.
Never in my life did I think I'd be hauling canisters of tear gas to use on a bunch of old ladies.
We have breaking news that the situation here at the Treasury is escalating. We have eyewitness reports that the Capitol Police are preparing to tear gas the old women who have occupied the Treasury. What's that? More breaking news. There is apparently a group of Georgetown women descending on the Capitol Police.
Liz and the other women enter the stage. They start tossing water balloons at the police and the crate of tear gas. The women take up a position between the entrance to the Treasury and the police. One of the police officers grabs Lilly. Let me go! Oh, let me go! Chorus of old women sing song outside the Treasury.
We see you,
You
wretched
wretched
battle cops. Be afraid, because we've got chops. Honest men don't act this way. One step closer and we'll make you pay.
Look out, there's tags inside.
Look out, there's more behind.
Be afraid, for we are here. Be afraid, we're the tip of a spear.
Oh, that's a big talk. We can't take this crap and not do something. I think a nightstick to the side of the head would shut him up.
Get your water balloons ready in case they try to attack us.
Well, let's knock out a few teeth and then they won't talk so loud.
Well, here's your chance, big boy. Won't someone help me? I'm standing here waiting, but be warned, come near me and I'll grab your balls like no other bitch has ever grabbed them before.
Shut up, cuz with one swing, I can end your days right here and right now.
You lay even the tip of your finger on her.
And what? If I beat her with my bare fist, what will you do?
We will gnaw off your face and piss down your vacant eye holes.
Oh, where's Don Rickles when you need him? He'd put these shameless women in their place.
Pick up your water balloons.
And just what do you propose to do with those, bitch?
And you, Mr. Harbinger of Death, what's your plan for your smoke and fire? Are you planning to go all Buddhist monk on us and self-cremate?
No, I'm gonna roast your friends.
Oh, and
Put
we're
your
going to
fire
put your
out.
fire out.
You'll put our fire out, you?
There's nothing to
Nothing
it.
to it.
Why don't we just light them up like the 4th of July?
Because I'm preparing your nuptial bath.
You think you're gonna bathe me, you dirty slut?
Yes,
Ah,
yes. A nuptial bath.
I never heard such insolence.
I'm a free woman. I'll say what I want and bathe whom I please.
Enough of this noise. I'll make you hold your tongue.
Young women
Oh.
start pelting the police officers with water balloons.
Water,
Water everywhere!
Water.
Enough is enough.
I'm just watering you to help you bloom afresh.
Jesus, now I'm freezing cold. God, now I'm starting to wither.
Oh, you
Promise
promised to
torch
torch us
us,
to
set
set
us
us
on
on
fire.
fire. So warm yourself now with your own personal
fire.
fire. The old women start to imitate a man masturbating.
You're trembling. Are you just cold or are you nervous?
The women all retreat back into the treasury and lock the door. Elton, Musket, and 4 Secret Service enters.
This reminds me of the first weeks of Occupy Wall Street. The banging of tambourines, the constant railing against the man, the sex, the drugs, well, not to mention the bad food. Have you women no shame or sense of propriety?
They have
You have no idea
idea.
how outrageous they can be.
They pelted us with water.
No, it looks like we're drenched in pee. Well, by the flowing waters of the Potomac, what do you expect? When we ourselves conspire with them in their waywardness and give them plenty of examples of perversity, why shouldn't they start spouting off such wicked notions? When we go to the jewel shop and say something like, well, my wife was line dancing and the post that goes in the hole in the clasp to her bracelet broke, could you drop by the house this evening and put the post in the hole for her while I'm out at any card game? And now we've come to this. What am I to do? I have to pay for the extra cyber trucks I've ordered for the president's personal SWAT team, and I'm locked out of the treasury. It's no use just standing there. Break out the crowbars. We'll show these women their proper place. What are you waiting for? Where are you looking? To see if the pub's opened? Come on now. You drive your crowbar in on that side of the door, and I'll draw mine in on that side. Thrust, and we'll pry this open.
Liz unlocks the treasury door and comes out.
No need to pry at all. No need to pry at all. I'm coming out on my own. Why all the crowbars? It isn't locks and crowbars you need so much as brains.
Really? You dirty slut. Where's that officer? Arrest her and cuff her hands behind her back.
By the soul of Betty Friedan, just let him lift a hand at me, and police officer or not, you'll hear him howl.
You let her scare you? Grab her round the waist. You, go help him and get her cuffed.
Kat, Miranda, and Stormy come out and join Liz.
By the will of Gloria Steinem, if you lay one hand on her, I'll be of a mind to trample the shit out of you.
Look, there's another one. Cut her first. She's spouting off so much crap.
Go, by the courage of Susan B. Anthony. If you lay a hand on either of these fine ladies, I'll give you one swift kick, and you'll soon be pleading for an ice pack for your nutsack.
What's happening here? Where's a sniper when you need one? I'll see that none of you get away with this.
By the stubbornness of Rosa Parks, you come near us, and I'll pluck out every one of the few hairs you have left on your head, one by one, and you'll weep for each one.
What a clusterfuck. We must never let ourselves be bested by women. All together now, in the name of Hulk Hoagie, let's form a phalanx and march against them in formation with stiff resolve.
One step closer, and you'll find out we have 4 companies of fighting women inside, equipped for battle.
Charge! Attack their flank! Cut them off!
Oh, allies, comrades, women, sally forth and fight. Oh, vegetable vendors, oh, grocery clerks, oh, hotel cleaners and bank tellers, all. Pelt them, rail against them, and abuse them with every curse word you know.
A group of the old women spill out the door carrying baskets of fruit and vegetables. They start throwing their produce at Elton and the other men. The men, except for Elton, are routed and run away.
Halt! Halt! Back into the treasury. We'll forego the spoils.
Oh, what a charge in fortunes my men have suffered.
What did you expect? Did you think you came up against the tea party of schoolgirls? Perhaps you didn't know that women can be resolute.
Why, now they can, when they head to the bar on ladies' night.
A chorus of men and a chorus of women enter the stage.
Elton, Elton, why are you wasting your breath? Try reasons.
And they only roar louder.
Turn your back and let you
Get
get
a cold shower.
soaked by a woman who's merely a waif.
My undershirt and undershorts are starting to chafe.
Threatening to beat us down will bring a beat down on you. Believe us.
Believe us.
We'd rather sit securely. We prefer to sit demurely like docile bees inside their hive. More than happy to be alive, so long as our honey isn't robbed, rousing us to a swarming mob.
How shall we tame these shrews?
This situation we cannot tolerate.
These women we must interrogate.
We must find the reason behind this occurrence.
And we must find the cause of this disturbance. Yes, indeed. I want to know just one thing first. Why are you engaging in treason? I insist on knowing the reason.
To protect all the money in the treasury from you. You'll have nothing to fight for without it.
You think it's money we fight for?
All our troubles are about money. When those in power can't cook up a war, they cook up an emergency at home, all draining the treasury. Well, from now on, let them cook up all of the conflicts they want, but they'll never again fund their folly by robbing the treasury. You can continue to elect them and give them license to spend your money, but from now on, the purse strings to the treasury will be in our hands.
And just what will you do with all the money?
Now that you've asked, we'll manage the treasury to make sure the public's money is spent wisely.
You'll manage the treasury? You? You're not from Goldman Sachs.
And why does our managing the treasury strike you as so funny? We manage our households. We manage our household's money.
That's not the same thing.
Why not?
Because we have to pay for our wars. There are expenses to pay for our defenses.
To begin with, you needn't be waging war.
To feel safe, we need defenses and things like big fences.
You'll be safe, you'll be secure. You needn't be frightened. We'll protect you.
You're not serious.
Like it or not, you shall be saved.
Pray tell me, when did it become the province of women to discuss matters of war and peace?
I'll gladly explain.
Make it quick. I'm growing tired of all this talk.
Just pay attention and keep your hands to yourself, if you can. Women in times of war and peace have stood by patiently, putting up with whatever you men decide to do. You men never tolerate even a peep from us. If we try to mention the unstatesmanlikeness of your actions and tell you in the softest of terms how much they upset us. We knew while we sat at home that you were out bungling diplomacy. If we'd asked, even with a shy, pretty smile, how are things going in the peace talks, my dearest? You'd answer gruffly, what's it to you? This is man's business. Now shut up and give me a beer. And I, of course, would shut up.
Well, you were doing the right thing, shutting up.
No matter how reckless your plans, no matter how spectacularly your policies failed, you wouldn't tolerate even the slightest suggestion from a woman. And as we sat quietly, we saw all of the fine young men vanish from the streets of Georgetown. Out of desperation, women have now come together with the common cause of saving the United States from itself. So if you'll just sit quietly and listen to us, we'll enlighten you.
Enlighten me? Never heard such crap.
Shut up!
I'm to shut up and listen to you. I don't listen to Hadji-wearing cunts.
We'll fix that. Do accept this gift from us. Cover your head to show your modesty. And now, not a word more, sir.
And please accept this little basket full of yarn as well. Plus, here's some Xanax for you to suck on as you're off to market after knitting yet another scarf, as all the hijabbed women have done. From now on, women will see to the affairs of state.
Come close, reduce the distance.
It's time.
Resistance will
We'll
never weary of the dance.
As our sisters do advance,
We will follow wherever they lead.
For
For
they
they are theirs. Yes, indeed.
they have boldness in their hearts.
Hearts. They are charming. They
they
have hearts.
In the spirit of sweet, sweet love, like the spirit of Aphrodite, breathing down our breasts and thighs, an attraction both melting and mighty, raising passion in our men's eyes, raising more than idle passion, will be known as the makers of peace and high fashion.
Based on what?
Well, first of all, we'll outlaw open carry.
Yes, by Aphrodite, it's awful.
The spell of a stroll through Whole Foods is broken when some brute struts around all puffed up and packing heat.
They're just exercising their manly rights.
Well, they just look silly. Grown men carrying a 9mm Glock while handing the cashier a coupon for the bag of Cheetos he's buying. I saw an old obese biker with an AR-47 slung over his shoulder and drive his Harley through the middle of the Saturday market, scaring everyone to death. He stops, dismounts, takes a huge Starbucks cup from his saddlebag, saunters over to one of the vendors, and fills his paper cup with kombucha.
How can you protect us from all the countries that wish to do harm to America?
It's easy.
Oh, please, do tell.
Liz takes back the basket and hands the bowl of yarn to Cat. And that's exactly what we do.
And that's exactly what we do to undo a war or to deal with domestic disputes. We exchange ambassadors or swap Republicans and Democrats, whether you like it or not, from one side to the other. Then we make the ambassadors and politicians change sides and argue the other side's positions. We continue the process until all of the tangles have been worked out.
Do you really think that the way you work to untangle a ball of yarn will work on the momentous affairs we men have to deal with? Fools.
If you statesmen had a clue, you would approach international affairs the way we handle a tangled yarn, and the world would be a better, safer place.
Go on.
You start by making sure your yarn is of the highest quality. To do that, you make your yarn by cleaning the wool, cleaning out all of the burrs and twigs. In your case, you clean out the government, shaking loose all of the plotters and schemers who hold key offices. Then you comb out the wool and put the fine wool in one basket, and the wool that's full of burrs and twigs in another basket. In your case, you put the people of good disposition, be they citizens, residents, aliens, friends, allies, or absolute strangers, into the Commonwealth and mix them together with no fear of tangles. You put the troublemakers aside, maybe in Florida, where they can no longer plot and cause problems for others. Then you take the strands of fine wool and spin them into a fine thread. And then you gather the fine threads and weave them into a fine yarn. In your case, you spin together people of good intent from all corners of the country. As you draw the fine yarn and the citizens together into a ball that does not tangle, you have the material to sew together a sturdy coat that provides warmth and protection.
You want to treat the state like dirty wool that needs to be cleaned and combed? How asinine. And what about war and government waste and fraud?
You idiot. This has everything to do with war and perceived waste and fraud. When it comes to war, we enjoy none of the honor and double the suffering. When you take a chainsaw to the government, we're left with a crashed economy. First of all, we bear the suffering of birthing the sons you then send to war.
Not again with a child bear guilt trip.
Then,
when we're in the prime of our lives and should be enjoying ourselves and exploring our sexuality, you send all the men off to battle in faraway lands. You cut the government workforce, demoralizing all of the male workers, and in either case, we end up sleeping alone.
Soldiers grow old too, don't forget that.
those that come back. And even if they come home old and gray, they can still find a young woman in a New York minute. But for a woman, the window of opportunity opens and then closes quickly. No matter how dull you are, you know it is true.
At least the old man can still get it up.
Why have you not been struck by lightning? If you'll just drop dead, we'll provide the coffin. Here's a crown of garlic for your journey to the afterlife.
Except this can of sardines is from me.
Except our toast for a happy journey.
Do you want something else? Will you catch a bus or delay? Will you run or will you stay? Will you wait for our dead lover's return and watch our hate like hot coals burn?
What monstrous bitches to treat me like this? You vipers coil and hiss. I'm off to the highest court. I'll offer myself as evidence. I'm sure this mess will be cut short.
Elton runs off the stage.
Are you accusing us of not providing a proper wake? Are there no lessons from us you are willing to take? We'll meet again in just a few days. Between now and then, you'll see the power of our ways.
No man can rest if he hopes to remain free. We must prepare and stand ready for this eventuality. Larger things are in play, and it's hard to tell.
The game's afoot, and things don't bode well.
Are these women our enemy?
Should we be afraid?
They've locked up the treasury.
How will we get paid?
Treason and treachery, trying to lecture the state.
Suggesting we reconcile with the enemies we hate.
Our leaders and motives, they feel free to berate.
But not on my watch will they ever dictate. I must admit, my rage is raw. I'd like to punch that old hag in the jaw.
Even your own mother will not know you if you do.
You'll look like a hamburger when we're through.
We'll beat your head and pummel your midsection. When we're through, you'll have no erection.
Are we not to give the state good advice?
Will you not
Do
hear?
you not hear us or even think twice?
Handle affairs of state, you think you can?
Doubt me because I'm not a man?
Our administration fails on every score.
All you do is get us into another and another and another war.
Mistress Liz steps outside as the men hurry off stage.
Come back inside. Now is the time to execute our plan.
I want to go home. I left a glass of excellent Merlot on the counter, and I'm sure the fruit flies will have drunk it all if I don't cover it soon.
Back inside.
But I'll be right back. I just want to cover my wine and maybe stretch out for a short nap.
We're not doing any stretching out, remember?
But my Merlot, shall I let it be ruined?
A price for the cause.
Oh, silly me. I just remembered that I left laundry in the dryer. It will wrinkle if I don't fold it soon.
You two, wanting to leave over a few wrinkles.
I'll come right back.
You'll stay where you are.
Oh, Mother of God, I think my water's about to break. I need to get home and get my feet up.
What's this raving?
I'm about to go into labor.
You weren't pregnant yesterday.
Well, I'm pregnant today, and I need to go home and wait for my water birthing midwife.
Liz walks over to the third woman and taps her on what looks like her pregnant belly. There's a loud metallic clang.
What is this hard thing you have here?
It's my child. It's going to be a boy.
What BS?
Liz raps on third woman's stomach again.
You're hiding something under there.
Liz pulls up third woman's top, and there is a large pot strapped to her belly.
And just what's this for?
It's just in case I go into labor before I can get home. You know, like the doves do in a pot.
What a lame excuse. You're way too obvious. Sit here while I pass around your bouncing baby birthing bowl.
Liz passes the bowl to Kat, who shows it off to the other women.
I can't sleep here. I'm sure there's mice.
The wind is howling and rattling the windows. I'm sure I'll not be able to sleep with the constant clatter.
Don't start acting crazy. Stop with the lame excuses. I know you miss your husbands and lovers. Don't you think they miss us as well? Isn't that the point? The nights are just as hard for them as they are for us, but we are women, and we can bear hardship longer than the stronger sex. We must hold firm, and in the end, if we stick together, we'll win. My horoscope says so.
Helen,
Your horoscope says.
Just as the swallows that gather at Capistrano have safety in numbers from the hawk. When the miseries end, that which is over will be under.
Will we now lie on top, I wonder?
But if the swallows begin to squabble, peck each other, and take to flight, then the people will forsake them and call their gathering a blight.
Oh, the horoscope is right.
So let's not bitch about the hardships we might endure. Let's pledge to suffer together as one for the next week. Let's fulfill the prophecy of the horoscope.
The curtain closes. Act 3. The scene shifts to the front of the White House. There is a chorus of ancient Greek men on one side of the stage and ancient Greek women on the other side of the stage. Liz enters from the door to the White House.
Let us tell you a story we heard as a child.
There once was a fellow named Jay who refused to get married and then ran away.
He lived in the woods, getting by as he could.
His loneliness was great and it filled him with hate.
Since women had spurned him, he found them quite nasty.
Thus leading to his self-imposed chastity.
So, don't be nasty and give us a kiss right here, my dears.
One step closer and it won't take chopping onions to bring you to tears.
To tears.
Now let us tell you a story in answer to your story of Jay. There was once a man from Nantucket, and when he saw a woman, he thought was, well, let's... But once he saw women as more than an object, he realized his attitude had made him a reject. He stopped only looking and started to listen. He started to see how their intellect glistened. This man saw the right path, which he chose to follow.
You'd be doing 1, 2, 3.
Suddenly, well, nobody came in, so what do you want me to do?
Keep...
Then his life suddenly became far less hollow.
Oh, women, come here and quickly.
What is it? Tell me. Why all the fuss?
I see a man approaching. He seems shaken and crazed and apparently inspired by Aphrodite's power.
Whoever can it be?
Does anyone know him?
Oh, I do. That's the president, my boyfriend, King Donnie.
Then it's your duty now to roast him on the spit. Tease him and make love to him without really making love. Offer him everything, give him nothing.
I'll do it. When it comes to being a tease, I'm a pro.
I'll stay here and tee him up for you. Now disappear and wait for my cue.
King Donnie staggers onto the stage. He clearly has a huge erection.
Oh, how unfortunate I am. I've got the shakes like the DTs, and I'm stretched like I'm on the rack.
Who's there? Who managed to get by our guards? A man?
Oh, a man for sure, for sure.
Then clear out. You're not welcome here.
And just who are you?
I'm the lookout for today.
Well, then for God's sake, call Stormy to come out for me.
Call Stormy out? Why? And just who are you?
Her boyfriend, the president, the best president.
Well, hello, dear young man. Your name is not unknown here. In fact, you're a man of some fame. Your girlfriend constantly calls your name. She can't pick up an apple or an orange without saying Donnie would enjoy this so.
How I like her.
And if our idle chatter turns to boyfriends or husbands, your girlfriend interrupts and says the rest are nothing compared to the king.
Go call her.
Will you give me something if I do?
Indeed I will. Whatever I have, whatever you want, it's yours.
Wait here. I'll go call her.
Hurry up. Since you stopped taking my calls, there's no joy in the White House. I get so depressed, even when I can't taste anything. I'm so stiff.
I love him. How I love him. But he doesn't want my love. So what's the use of going to him?
My sweet Stormy, why act like that? Come on down here.
Come down. I certainly will not.
Why won't you come down when I'm calling you?
Not when you call me without needing anything.
Not needing anything. Oh, I'm desperately in need.
I'm going back in now.
No, no, don't go. What's wrong with you? Don't you have pity for me?
Oh, I have pity. But it's pity for all the men who no longer have government jobs or who've been stripped of their dignity by being told their work is meaningless.
She seems to look much younger. Even though everything's sideways and her anger's like a fire, all it does is fill me with desire. Why are you so mean? Listening to those other women, I know you're suffering too. Come on, give your king a big sloppy kiss.
Get your hands off of me.
But you belong with me. My things are your things. Everything's going to pieces, baby.
Oh, and I should care.
Little do you care if your violets are dry and dying.
Little do I care.
The motel's been cold for such a long time. Won't you come in there with me?
Not unless you get rid of Elton Musket and all of his dick bros.
Well, if that's what it takes, I'll sign an executive order declaring that Musket and the Dick Bros be banished.
If you declare such, I will visit the motel again, but not now. I've sworn to stay with the other women.
All right, but for now, will you at least lie down with me once more?
No, not yet. I'm not saying that I don't love you.
You love me? Oh, well then why not lie down with me, Stormy, dear?
Don't be ridiculous. Not in front of passerbys.
Oh, well, of course not. Let's find a place out of you.
Oh, but where, you scoundrel? Just where is one to do it?
Behind the planter works for me.
And how am I supposed to come home all prim and proper?
Oh, well, there's the fountain over there. Beautiful, big, beautiful fountain.
Okay, wait here. Let me just go and get a mat.
Anywhere, the ground will do.
Well, it may work for you, but it isn't going to work for me. There. Now lie yourself down and I'll take off my clothes. Oh, silly me. I forgot a blanket.
No, wait, don't need it. Don't need one.
Oh, well, that gorgeous body of yours deserves a blanket. I'll be right back.
But first, let me kiss you.
Oh, very well.
Oh, yes. Hurry back. Oh, please, hurry back. Oh.
Now, lie down while I get undressed. Oh, silly girl, I forgot a pillow.
I don't need a pillow. No pillow.
Oh, well, that beautiful orange head of hair of yours needs a pillow.
Oh, I'm throbbing.
Okay, ready, dear? I think we have everything we need.
Oh, yes, you do. You have everything. Oh, come here, my sweet. My little friend here is certainly ready for you.
Oh, do you want a breath mint?
Oh, God, no. God, no.
Oh, by God, yes. You definitely need a breath mint. Oh, what a ditz I am. I grabbed cinnamon, and I know you like fresh mint. I'll be right back.
It's okay. That's okay. Maybe I don't care much for cinnamon, but maybe it'll remind us of our first night in Lake Tahoe, when you first made that same mistake, remember?
There, these should do.
I have a better idea. Now stop teasing me and come to bed.
I'm coming. Now, dear Donnie, will you really rid the government of Elton and Dick Bros?
Yes, I'll think about it.
Stormy runs off stage.
No, Stormy! Stormy, I'm dying here. She's killing me. She's gone. She's left me in torment. Oh, she let us both down. Little Donnie, too. Oh, I must have someone to love. We must have someone to love. Poor little guy. Oh, I want to give you what you want. What am I to do?
Poor miserable wretch, cock-blocked in your love-making readiness.
While you stand there stiff and rigid, she talks and talks, but then turns frigid.
I can't stand this much longer. I can't.
She's your undoing, that brazen hussy.
Oh, for the love of God, I need some pussy.
Donnie runs off the stage as Mike Christian enters, clearly with an erection.
Where can I find the President or Secretary of State? I come with a message from the Congress.
Elton enters the stage. He clearly has an erection.
Oh, are you a man or the tip of a spear?
If it were that simple, as you know, I'm from Congress, and I'm here to talk about making peace.
Make peace? You are clearly hiding something under your coat.
That's really nothing.
Then why do you turn away? What is holding your coat out like that? Did the journey from the hill get you up?
Not the journey.
I see. Well, how are things in Congress these days?
Everything is turned upside down. Our men are half crazed with lust, and our women just treat us like dust.
What's the reason for this?
Our women, hearing the news of the women's marches, have denied all access to beds.
Whatever do you do?
We walk around all doubled over, moaning and groaning. The bitches have sworn that we cannot so much touch them until we stand up to the king and start passing laws that reflect what the people really want.
So I see now. This is a worldwide conspiracy. Go and tell your leaders to send back representatives with all the authority they need to pass the necessary laws. I will urge our senators to name you as their representatives with all the authority you need.
Elton and Mike exit the stage in opposite directions.
No wild beast
No flame of fire
is stronger when they cease.
than the women we desire.
Yet you feel compelled to make war on us.
When you'll be better off if in U.S. you trust.
Never will I get over my hatred of women.
Then never will you have a vessel to come in.
Come in.
You are right. In our haste, we were quite impertinent.
You are right.
Right.
You talk like
In the past, that was one of our perks.
in the future, it's
Sure.
patience you summon. And now, how about a little kiss?
No, not now. Not just a little kiss.
Just
That's
one,
fun. Whether you like it or
it
not.
or not.
Oh, you horrid women! How you tease us! You know we can't live with you and we can't live without you. Come on, let's agree not to see each other as enemies. Let's seal the deal and sing a joyous song.
Do not desire to speak ill of men.
Ill of men. We just want peace and prosperity. We just want to be heard above the
For in our voices comes such clarity.
sea.
Republican politicians enter stage right, wearing suits and red MAGA hats. The Republicans all have erections. Democratic politicians enter stage left, wearing suits and blue ties. The Democratic politicians all have erections.
No need for much talk. You can see the state we are in.
Us too. No hiding your yang or our yin.
Does anyone know where Liz Estrada lives? We've been told she and she alone will show us some compassion. Unless we make peace soon, we will all need to march to the Mustang Ranch.
We already thought of that. Our supporters in Nevada tell us that even there the women have gone on strike. Well, so let's get on with it.
We've come to make peace.
We're ready for peace as well. You and I, we can talk about partisanship, but we must bring in Liz Estrada. She represents the women of the world.
Yes, you are right. We must include Liz Estrada as we bargain.
No need to call her. She has heard our voices and she is coming.
Liz enters at the top of the stairs.
Hail, boldest and bravest of womankind. The time has come for you to show yourself as being both uncompromising and conciliatory, to be bold yet humble, to use your skill and artfulness to make peace. We have all agreed to entrust you with ending our quarrels.
That will be an easy task. First, you all need to stop trying to show who has the biggest dick. If you do, you shall know peace.
A woman enters stage right wearing a sash with the word peace on it. Goddess of peace, take my Christian's hand and lead him as you should. A scantily clad cat enters stage left wearing a sash with the word prosperity on it.
Goddess of prosperity, take King Donnie's hand and bring him to me. To all of you powerful women, take your men's hands and bring them to me.
Women rush onto the stage. They march up with the men and all approach the bottom of the stairs.
To all of you, I'm but a woman, but I have good common sense and discriminating judgment, which I have further developed by listening to the wise teaching of my parents and by furthering my education. My scorn for your handling of government, international relations, and the treatment of women applies equally to both sides. You celebrate before the god of testosterone. You kill and are killed, and you squander our treasure. That is my first point.
Oh, this comeuppance is killing me.
Now, Mike, it is to you I speak. Have you forgotten your history before you became Speaker of the House? Back to your early days as a man of religion where women were treated as equals? Have you forgotten all of the times your women tended to your wounded pride and nudged you on to success? Yet after this loving service you subjugate your women, treat them like second-class citizens, forbid them from equality, and continue to waste our national treasure.
They do wrong. They do very wrong.
Yes, we do wrong by our women, but it's what King Donnie told us to do.
And now to you, Mr. King Donnie. Have you no memory when you were fresh out of school and struggling to follow in your father's footsteps? How can you take young men who can no longer get jobs in this rigged economy and not give them a helping hand? And now, to both of you, do you not remember standing shoulder to shoulder in the understanding that the Russians are not our friends?
Has there ever been a woman with more gracious dignity?
Or a woman with a finer body?
Enough with all the flattery. Now tell me, how can you bear to tear this country apart? What is stopping you from ending the hateful cultural divides you continue to stoke?
Well, we are ready if they will just give us our tax cuts.
And deregulation.
Agree to something the people want.
How about we help Ukraine win the war?
Only if we get their rare earth minerals, the very rare.
Don't make it too difficult.
How about we assist Ukraine and start to stand up for the rule of law?
Well, I'm ready to get back to grifting. If I resign and give up politics, can I keep all of the wealth I've accumulated from my side hustles?
I can live with that. I'm ready to start acting like a man with a spine. It will be good to be able to look into a mirror again.
That's just what you shall do. Once King Donnie's resignation has been offered and legislation barring King Donnie from ever entering politics again has been signed, now go and make sure all of the Republicans and Democrats are on board.
Don't you know we are all on the same side now?
Well said. Now off to clean yourselves up before heading over to the Vets Club. There you'll find the ladies have emptied their pantries and fixed a fine meal. After you've filled your bellies and exchanged oaths to work together for the good of all the people, rich or poor, and pledged to share prosperity and not just pander to the rich, each man will go home with his wife or lover.
Come along now, men, as quick can be. You heard the prize.
All is now for the best, hand in hand, husband and wife, hand in hand, maid and lover. It's time to party, and then we'll rest.
We are and will be equals. With
With
our
God,
God, we will
we'll
prosper.
We
We
are
are and
Will
will be
be
equals.
peaceful. Our
Our
rule
rule
will
will
be
be
just
just
and
and proper.
proper.
You are and shall be our equal.
Our best will
Will
do
do to be peaceful.
Your soft hands of love so adept.
Your guidance we now accept.
From now on, we'll all act as equals. Our wars will have no sequels.
From
From
now on,
now
we'll
We'll
deal with
deal with
respect.
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 peace
Peace
and
and prosperity.
prosperity will rightly expect.
The end.
The curtain falls. Well done. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. Especially great. Thank you, King Donnie. I really, that was, I think that's, I love the scene, that scene with, in from the original and here as well. And so I thank you, all of you who've come. Thank you for our patient attendees. It took us a while to get started, but we did a good job. If anybody would like to, any of the attendees have anything they'd like to say, you can just raise your hand. Any of the participants, anything. It was fun doing this. We'd done a reading of this, an earlier version of this previously. I believe it was back in 2021, and Allen had updated it for the present situation. But you see also how quickly topical things can then become somewhat less so with now that we've had the Trump-Musk split, which we see hinted at that had to happen because of what happens in the
Actually, the chilling thing is not that it's still appropriate. It's just that after 3,000 years, we haven't learned anything.
Yeah.
Your King Donnie was absolutely brilliant. I mean, you could make a fortune selling that.
I don't know if I want that kind of blood money.
Yeah.
Attendees in the audience, you
would-
are all allowed to turn on your microphones and speak.
Yeah.
Alan?
Yeah. Well, if you've got any other comments you'd like to say, but yeah, I think Angus's point is right on. Yes, still after yeah, I mean, all of this time we're still have the same kind of issues and the same kind of wars going on, which really, I mean, it. So I don't know.
It's terrifying. I mean, my wife is American. My son lives in the States. My daughter lives over here. I'm over here to help her. I can't afford to take the chance to go back to the US at the moment. It's just too dangerous.
Yeah.
I just got my passport renewed. I have a passport card which I can carry with me wherever I go to prove I'm a citizen so I don't get deported somewhere I've never been.
Well, I'm on a green card, and I mean, my wife was the daughter of a senior State Department official. He was deputy chief of consul in Israel after the 6-Day War. He was ambassador to Suriname. I mean, the poor man has got to be turning in his grave at the moment at what's going on. It's absolutely terrifying.
Alan, I hope you will forgive me for my mention of Florida.
No, that's a hole in the ground.
That's a California that I saw on Facebook. Santa Monica, San Diego, hundreds of thousands of people. New York City, hundreds of thousands of people protesting all over the country.
But he doesn't listen and he doesn't care. He just moves in the army. He moves in the National Guard. And until the people start saying, I'm sorry, we're not doing this, turning on American citizens.
Yeah, until my friend, he was part of the Living Theater, Stephen Ben Israel, he passed away. But I remember he said about war, he said, what if nobody showed up? meaning like all the guys and girls in military, if they just didn't show up.
That's right. That's the only way to do it. Just don't turn up.
Yeah, right. Right. But the thing is that they do, because one of the problems is they'll gun down their own. They're forced to, and a lot of assholes will. Some of them
Oh,
will
yeah.
turn their guns another way, others will just shoot you.
There's a lot of people who voted for Trump.
A lot of people like to kill or like to shoot, or really think they have to listen to the president.
But we have to remember, it was just 33% of the voting public.
That's right. That's
And
right.
he got 31%.
Oh, but he got a majority of Americans who wanted him to do this.
Mhm.
You can fool.
Yeah, three key states, less than like 1.5% of the vote in each of those states, and it'd be a whole different story. But what's really sort of disturbing about the present moment is just how much he's sort of breaking government. I mean, that for me, it's been one of the things, is that like sort of Republicans are like small government or no government. And so when they're in charge, they try and break it as much as possible. And he's doing so much more to do that. I mean, just what's happened in terms of the
government.
I have a friend who has a 6-month-old child, and they just got, they were just able to get their kid vaccinated for COVID before it gets made illegal.
That's right.
I know that he put Kennedy in charge of health, who's a real asshole. No measles shots. No.
All right. Well, anyways, before we get into all of this, we're still being live streamed and doing it. So if anybody's got any other things they'd like to say as it relates to the play.
I think it was a good adaptation. It is sad to think that a play written so long ago still has relevance today. That's the sad thing, that women's status in society really hasn't changed. I mean, there have been ups and downs, and in various nations, there have been side groups where women have been treated with respect and have an equal voice. But it's interesting. No, it's not. It's not interesting. It's saddening that women are still treated as second-class citizens, and that the things that he was writing in this play are still relevant today. That's upsetting. How long do we have to go before we learn that human beings are human beings? Doesn't matter about what sex they are. Doesn't matter about their political beliefs or social beliefs or sexual status or anything else. It's upsetting.
Well, I want to say something.
Do you have anything to say?
I have something to say. You should all read the June 2nd New Yorker, because in it there are pages and pages of where they talk about, they now have a private club with Trump and Musk and all these billions, and they're discussing how they make more and more billions among each other.
Yeah.
And they're being exposed in the magazine, but it must be read and it must be passed around. It's the only way people will know.
Yeah, but the majority of people look, I came to the States in 76, and I ended up in Athens, Georgia, which was, I'd only ever lived in Edinburgh and grown up in Edinburgh, which is a fairly cosmopolitan city. And I ended up in Athens, Georgia. And it was an extraordinary experience, because there were people who lived in a different universe from me. And I asked one of the guys in the lab, I said, these people are extraordinary. They don't understand what's going on. He said, look, I used to deliver papers in my hometown in the Midwest. There were 35,000 people in the town. And I delivered one copy of the New York Times in the whole town. Everybody else read the local rags, where they took whatever was coming off Associated Press and whatever the boss of the paper actually wanted to put in. I used to listen to the news in the morning, where they'd say, oh, there was a dumpster fire, but the police turned up and it was out before they got there. They had no idea of where the rest of the world was. They live in isolation and they don't care. All they care about is how much money they have in their hands, and the idea that if they behave a certain way, they will get power, they will get money, and they will get finances. Well,
Let's let the author weigh in.
Sorry?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
This is Alan. I just want to thank you all for another successful reading. It's a pleasure to watch it come to life.
Well, it was sad to hear it, Alan. Thank you for your work on the script, but it's discouraging. It really is.
Can you forgive me my mention of Florida?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alan?
I'll forgive you.
Yes.
Alan.
I'm asking Alan.
Yes, you're forgiven.
Yes, well, thank you so much, Alan, for sharing your play with us and for us getting the chance to share it through the Instant Shakespeare Company. This is actually our 26th season of reading all of Shakespeare's plays every year. We do them both on Zoom and also in person at various branches of the New York Public Library. And so we got more coming up. And so you can always email instantshakespeare@gmail.com to find out more about that. And we also love to do things with new plays and new playwrights as well. As we've done a reading of a play by Kitty and also some of my father's plays. So thank you all for that. Thank you everyone for coming. And is there any further comments, or I think I'll
Thank